natural science will in time incorporate into itself the science of man, just as the science of man will incorporate into itself natural science. There will be one science, meaning all the different sciences ultimately and eventually are going to be integrated, incorporated, and basically involved into one another, because that ultimately is not only in our advantage, benefit, interest, but also in our disadvantage and drawback and shortcoming also, because if you always distinguish and differentiate between the sciences, then there will be no distinction, significance, authenticity, meaning and significance left in the different sciences in the world that have always existed naturally, that are both natural and basically discovered, explored, and developed and evolved by man also through their hard work, dedication, talent, knowledge, education, research, and so on and so forth. So science can be both at the same time natural and developed and basically explored and discovered by man also. But man cannot really invent and create science, because all that is there is already there in nature by itself, with its sovereignty, individuality, and distinction. Man can only identify, recognize, signify these markers in the nature, in its surroundings. Man can only become responsible for the discovery and exploration and development of what he already has, or what he finds in nature and in his surroundings in one way or another. But the thing is, natural science is going to basically incorporate itself into the science of man, and again the science of man is going to also integrate and incorporate itself into the science of nature, because both are going to become one. But this oneness again takes away the distinction, authenticity, significance, sovereignty, and individuality of the sciences. But each and every science has to have its own distinction, so that they can be considered to be distinct, significant, and as having so much character that they have to be recognized differently and separately. But if they are incorporated and involved and integrated and merged, then they are going to lose their individuality, sovereignty, distinction. So that is the paradox of basically integration and incorporation of different things into one. Individuality, authenticity, distinction, and sovereignty in a particular thing or branch of study or knowledge can only continue forward. It can only retain itself only when it lives separately with its distinction, without any incorporation or integration of itself into anything